been hurt so much that you said, God, where are you? Where are you, God? When I need you, you don't seem to show up. But God will come back and say, I'm perfecting you. Because God is still in control. Hit 3 people and say, my God is still in control. He's working it out. The process might not be moving at my speed, but he's working that thing out. Anything concerning me, God got it under control. Oh, do I got any bad believers in this house? Come on, are you bad enough to say anything concerning me? He's working it out. He's working it out. I'll never forget that revelation that the Lord gave me concerning Mary in the garden. Mary was so excited to see Jesus. She stepped out there and was getting ready to touch him. I said, Mary, don't touch me. I have not yet ascended unto my Father. And that's what God says to us. If your prayer has not yet gotten through, don't keep touching it. Because when you touch it, it has to start all over again. If Mary had touched Jesus, he would have had to start all his work all over again. When you get to the place where you believe that God has heard your prayer, you're not going to complain about what you don't see yet. Because to complain about what you don't see is doubt touching your faith. I've got to hit somebody and say, I've got to believe that God is in control because I know what I'm asking him. Oh, that's a shout right there. I got to believe that he's in control because of what I'm asking him to do supernaturally. God is in control. And if we learn how to be even more intimate with him, we'll stop just calling him God all the time. Every now and then we'll throw he's my Father. He's my Father. I'm so glad he didn't say I'm your mother. Why are you glad that he didn't say that he's your mother? See, it's easy to relate to mom. Come here, Mom, in the pink hat. Come up here. Yeah, you chewing that gum. Come on up here. Don't she look like a mom? Are you a mom? See, little babies, they love mom. Because mom is always there. Mama stroke their hair when they're feeling down and bad and low. See, boys, little boys and little girls, you see, they know how to relate to mom. But see, it's a whole new ball game when it comes to dad. Whole new ball game. Dad out there trying to work and make ends meet. So when you come up to dad, what's the matter? You'll be all right. Any man know what I'm talking about? That's why it's hard for men to relate to men. And that's why I believe God said, I'm Father. Father, so that you'll learn how to develop a relationship with a male figure. You're my Father. I got to learn how to relate to that masculine identity. Because it's hard for me to relate to something I have not had in my life. And so I've got to learn how to say, Abba, Father. You're my daddy. You little girls, I'm talking about all the women in the house. You're a little girl right now. You little girls, your daddy's special somebody. Your daddy's little girl. And when you start approaching him with that kind of mindset, you understand that I can jump up in his lap and he'll take me in his arm and tell you how precious. He's in control. And yet it pleased him to see tears come down my eyes. Or hit somebody and say, have you cried lately? Yet it pleased him to watch you go through something. You saying, like, is something wrong with God that he would allow this to happen in my life? And yet when I look at it through the eyes of his wisdom, he says, if I give you too much candy, it'll mess you up. If I give you everything you want, it'll mess you up. But if I learn how to give you castor oil when you're sick. Anybody ever had castor oil? Huh? Nastiest stuff ever created by man. But if it gets down in there, or if it gets down in there real good, guess what? Whatever inside you messing up, it's sure coming out. Oh, I wish I could get somebody that ever had castor oil. Now, understand this. It tasted nasty. It didn't feel good. But after it done its work, now you out playing again. My wife took it to a whole nother level. She would get castor oil, 666, Father John. She said, why am I throwing this on you? Because you loved her so much you wanted to get that stuff out of us. Squeeze some lemon and some honey. And everybody running all around the house. Canoeing, did it work? Kenya, did it work? We were all right after we got it down. But the key was trying to get it down. And that's how it is with God. He's got so much wisdom, he knows what it takes to bring you out. Oh, hit your neighbor and say, he knows how to bring you out. It might not feel good. It might not be good. It might not seem good. But God's got you coming out. God is in control. So it pleased my wife to bruise us, but she knew it was going to heal us. Taste buds running crazy, but it healed us. Didn't like it, but it healed us. Had to drink it, then go look for something sweet to drink behind it, but it healed us. That's just how God does. Why don't you just hit somebody and say, this, what I'm going through feel like castor oil. But God is working it out. God is working it out. Oh, child, look at him with a disgusting face. Oh, child, this is nasty. But it's sure going to work out for my good. All this was a review. There's three things God's trying to accomplish in letting us understand that we got to learn how to rest, be in confidence, and have boldness. Even the prophet Jeremiah was confused. He said, it seemed like the vision that you've given me, God, through the promise, seemed like I'm just been going through ever since I met you. Has anybody ever had that experience? Start trying to change your life. And it seems like the temptation seems to get stronger. The problems seem to get bigger. And then you say, like, what in the world did I get saved for if I'm still having this same kind of effect? Oh, hit your neighbor and say, but God working this thing out. Jeremiah said, I'm not going to tell nobody no more about the goodness of the Lord. But the promise kept talking to him. Whew. Have you ever decided you were going to give up, but God wouldn't leave you alone? All right, if you ain't been there, that means you got things going well all the time in your life. But let me tell you something. When you feel like you want to give up, the promise just say, where you going? Peter said, listen, Jesus said to Peter, say, are you going to lead me too? Peter said, wait a minute, Lord, where are we going? Why don't you look at somebody and say, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? You give up on God, where you going? Huh? Where you going? You going to go serve the devil? That's a real good plus for you, huh? Where you going? I'm going to serve the Lord. Look at this. Look at this. So boldness. Jeremiah got to the place where his confidence had to kick in. And he said, listen here. And see, that confusion started at chapter 20. But by the time time rolled on, he was writing something different. In Jeremiah 29:11, he started talking about, let me tell you something. God got a plan for us. Come on, nudge somebody in the ribs and encourage them right now. God got a plan for you. He got a good plan for you. Come on,